Hey guys, it's Paper 256, and I'm here to discuss about on Super Paper Mario's underrated story. But it's not just that. I also want to talk about why Nintendo, yes, Nintendo, needs to acknowledge and appreciate Super Paper Mario's story in today's era. And yes, while I know its gameplay may not be for everyone, the story, however, is something else entirely. Before we begin, I just want to let you know that these are my thoughts and opinions on why I think Super Paper Mario's story should be acknowledged by Nintendo. As always, please respect. Without further ado, let's begin! As you all know, back during the 2000s era, the GameCube and Wii was a very particular time for Nintendo to go all out on having unique, drastic, engaging, and innovative stories for games. Some of these games being Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door and Super Mario Galaxy. But one of these games, released during this time period, back in 2007, was Super Paper Mario. Now, Super Paper Mario is a game that some may find to be the downfall of the Paper Mario series, mainly because of leaving the turn-based combat behind on the first two games in exchange for being a side-scroller. But let me tell you, that's not true at all because of its dark, complex tale of love. Its story goes way beyond a typical Mario plot, mostly centered around love, loss, and existential dread, focusing on Count Bleck, the main antagonist, to erase all dimensions because of having a heartbreak. I really do think Nintendo needs to appreciate this story a lot more than what they should, because of it having unexpectedly dark themes and high stakes, such as a world being destroyed into nothingness. But not only that, it also ends with an emotionally impactful result that many players, to this day, still appreciate. Count Bleck is honestly a very tragic and complex villain than most other villains in the Mario universe. I love how his desire to end all worlds comes from his heartbreaking desire from losing Timpani, aka Tippy. Not only Count Bleck, we also got other villains, such as Dimentio, who turns out to be using Count Bleck as a pawn to destroy all worlds and make his own world for himself. I love how the game slowly hints him toward being the true villain and final boss at the end. Also, Super Dimentio goes insanely hard. I love how the story of the game has lots of significant character development throughout. Its character development is another reason why I think Nintendo should acknowledge the game today with either a remake, remaster, or re-release on Wii NSO. If it even ever happens. The character development is especially important with Count Bleck and Tippy. I love how throughout the game, Tippy's journey with Mario shows her going through pain and her character growth slowly evolving for the entire adventure. If Nintendo ever made a re-release for this game, I really hope they advertise more on this central aspect of Tippy's character development. It will allow many new players to appreciate Tippy's character for how she truly is. Now, yes, while it is true the core gameplay was sadly a departure from the series' RPG roots, many fans, including myself, find the story to be compelling enough that we can look past that flaw and also the primary reason to play the game. The narrative really carries the experience and has emotional appeal for most players. And its story is one of the primary reasons why Super Paper Mario is my favorite game in the Paper Mario series. Although the first two games are still beloved by me just as much as well. Although, I will say, if Nintendo does decide to do a remake for Super Paper Mario, it will actually give them a chance to fix up some of the issues of the gameplay to make it even better. Super Paper Mario is a game that really should be the best and pinnacle of the Paper Mario series, and maybe even the Mario RPGs in general, just from its underrated story alone. The game is an example of how you can make a game with flawed gameplay be an amazingly well done game simply by just having a great compelling story that really gives emotional value to players. But what do you all think? Do you guys think that the story alone is not enough to save it? Do you think my reasoning is enough to convince Nintendo to give Super Paper Mario acknowledgement nowadays? Anyways guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date on future uploads. I post every Friday, as always. Also, make sure to join my Discord and Blue Sky, linked at the end of the video, as well as the description below. I'll see you all next time.